Right to the air goes Dart. He'll dump this off to Scatteroo. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on second down. Out of the gun, here's Dart. Pressure comes in, he's brought down, it's a Panther sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. To the air, Dart. Now they go screen. It's complete. Room past the 35. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
30-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing his Dart. A short one there, caught by Likely. And they get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4-4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12.
At the 21-yard line.
Dart. And his throw is incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Yards to go.
To throw now, Dart. He's got his target. That's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
That's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they come up now 2nd and goal. Now throwing again. Here's Dart. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great. But you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big third down.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Jackson Dart, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Giants post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. A try here for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Giants 7, Panthers nothing.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. First carry for the Oklahoma State man, Chuba Hubbard. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
He's brought down
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On the counter, this is Hubbard. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
And the Panther first down.
Throwing, Young. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This could be a start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Dillon, they try the left side with him. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Young. That is caught. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Young to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Young's got his guys 1st and 10. This is Dillon on the counter. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Young to throw it. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Now Young. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw, Dart. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Dart going to give to Scatterbury. And this will be a Giants first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 1st down, right back to Scatterbury. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I established the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offensive coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Young. That is caught. He finds his big target leading. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. They go play action. Young. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to it as he released it. And it's second down.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll give this to Hubbard running right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Young. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Young scrambling and able to pick up the first with his legs. They're going to look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Brian Burns. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Throwing on 2nd and long. Young. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Young will set to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On fourth down on is Ryan Fitzgerald for the Carolina field goal. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8.
Dart from the gun on third down.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little. Them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. Now he's able to bring through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Young now. Got a man. That's Leggett. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the Panther first down.
Young off the bootleg. That is caught. McMillan with it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 36 yards on the play.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Right back to Hubbard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Panthers have taken a fourth-quarter lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7.
Ryan Fitzgerald
following the touchdown. This is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
2nd and 10. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
You know, as a defensive guy, I don't normally do this, Brandon, but a tip of the cap to the offensive coordinator. Design quarterback run at this stage of the fourth quarter when I expected him to throw the ball, and he got a first down.
Yeah, trailing this stage of the fourth quarter. Picked up the first, stopped the clock, too.
Yeah, sometimes there's some guts in play calling when you go against the grain because you know you could easily be criticized if it doesn't work out.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Giants, first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a first down in field goal range already. Scatterboo. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Cam Scatterboo taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Giants answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Young to throw. They'll find McMillan here.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown.
Chuba Hubbard.
With now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Panthers use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth.
Extra point splits the uprights. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw.
He's got Smith-Schuster.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Back to throw.
That one taken in by Neighbors.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Panthers have just about sewn up this football game.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
And Young's going to throw it here. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Young to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
This is taken around the 12. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
He's got Johnson.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
And the Giants, first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles. And that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think Hope was wearing one jersey.